Hi everyone, it's Yolanda. I am in a swap this month over at Your Paper Pantry. It's the Greetings from swap where you make cards, and this month it was coffee themed. So I have my package all put together, but I did save enough supplies to make one for myself, and so I thought I would try to put it all together for you and show you what I did. I had a lot of fun because I paper pieced, and I'm just going to get started because on my iPhone you can only film 15 minutes and still be able to upload from your phone. Okay, the players in the game are this really cool stamp that I bought, I don't even remember where. It's a just for fun stamp. It's really cute. It's like a coffee theme. I am using a Scrappy Mom stamp that says, "You're the cream in my coffee," and I'm using a Printworks heart stamp and a old stamp by Hampton Arts called, I don't even know what it's called, but it has a bunch of coffee words and beans and stuff. So I've taken craft cardstock 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 and folded it in half. I am going to corner round on each corner. I've also taken, I'm using a circa 1984 by Cosmo Cricket paper. So that's what I have used to stamp for my paper piecing, and also Nina cardstock, which is my favorite. Okay, so this is a piece of the pattern paper from the paper pad, and I've cut it down 4 1/4, actually 4 by 5 1/4, just to make a mat. I did go a little shorter on the height. Anyhow, it's just to make a mat, and I corner rounded that as well. And then I am going to take my Early Espresso Classic Stampin' Up! Ink pad, and I'm going to ink up this entire background stamp, and it's going to be stamped onto this mat. Stand up for this one so I can see where I'm stamping. Hope you're catching it. Here, I'll go right there. Oops, almost got it wrong. I'm going to try my best to center it, and that looks about right. Give it a really good firm press when you have a big stamp. That way you get all of the ink transferred, and that looks good. Okay, then I have already pre-cut my ribbon here. It's just a satin ribbon from Michael's, the Celebrated Ribbon Basics, and I've already tied my bow so that I would be all set and ready, and I've burned the edges with a lighter so that it doesn't fray. And what I'm going to do is just cut a couple of pieces of double-sided tape so that I can attach the ribbon to the front and the back. I'm just doing this off camera and just cutting strips of tape. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple strips right here. That way I can hold my ribbon in place. And then I'm going to be gluing down this knot right in the center so that it doesn't shift. Okay, so this is what I do. I'm going to go ahead and just peel that off. I could have trimmed it down a little, but oh shoot, it's not stuck on. Could have trimmed the ribbon down a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I position the ribbon where I want it, right there in the middle, and then I'll just fold over this top part. And then I'm using the Beacon 3-in-1 glue because I really like the way it holds, and I really want to make sure that knot doesn't go anywhere. I've already peeled off my liners for the other side, so that makes it really easy when I flip it over right now. So I'm going to just position my ribbon right there in the center. I did add a little bit too much glue. Okay, and then I'm going to flip that around to the other side. So there we go. You know what? I need to make it a little bit tighter. Hold on. So, Gotta wipe off some of that glue. I kind of globbed it just a little bit. Let it hold for a second. And like I said, I had to pull this a little bit tighter around. Still has the tape, so that's good. Okay, so I have that, and then I have, might have gone over a little bit too far that way. Okay, so we're going to put this off to the side for a second. Now I've stamped my image onto the Neenah paper. I colored the tablecloth with an old Close to My Heart marker. I've had these 15 years plus, and they are still really, really good. Look at, okay, that's not the color that I used. It was, oh, it's here on my desk, sorry. I used this one, Close to My Heart. That color, it is Gold Rush. I don't even know if they still make markers like this, but I've had these forever and they still work great. That's what I colored the tablecloth with. My little cup I colored with Garden Green, and then I did just a brown zig marker for the cafe part of it. And then what I'm going to do, just to add something to my little tablecloth, is I'm just going to draw little hearts on there. Really tiny little hearts. That'll be my pattern of my tablecloth. They look like little bugs, little flying little bugs. You could definitely spend, you know, more time making them perfect, but I just wanted them really super small so it looks like the pattern of the tablecloth. Okay, so I did that, and I I used Sahara Sand, the ink pad from Stampin' Up. I squished it like this before I opened it, and then the ink transfers onto here, and then I just used a blender pen, and I just kind of did like a little light watercolor wash in the back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trim all this out, and not perfectly, because the square is really not perfect. Okay, and then I have a piece of brown scrap paper that I'm going to use to create a mat. Just put some adhesive on the back here. Okay, and I'll just just put it down real close. And since it's not perfectly square, like the mat's not going to be perfectly square. I just want a little bit of the dark brown showing just to frame it so it doesn't look like it's just floating out there in nowhere land. Okay, so that's done. All right, now let's get down to the paper piecing. So I have stamped my my saucer. I already have a spoon cut out because I had an extra one. And then I want to do my coffee and then the coffee pot. So I am going to get to cutting really quick. You see how easy it is. You just try to ink up on your stamp the image that you want to cut out. And then, I know this is like watching grass grow, right? But I just really wanted to see if I could accomplish a card in less than 15 minutes. So you stamp it, and then you just, on whatever paper you want, pattern paper, and then trim it out. I trim it like right on the black line, not inside or outside of it, just like try to get it right on there. And then we'll trim all that out. And where I didn't get a good impression, like it's not too black, I will just go over it with a marker. So this is our coffee, and I'm just, like I said, just really trying to get right on there, right on the black, so that none of the actual cardstock color shows, and it'll work out perfectly. That's that, and then we'll do the saucer. Remember, when you're when you're cutting something small like this, try and move your paper, not your scissors. That's just an old school trick, which I'm sure a ton of you knew already. It makes cutting intricate things out a little easier if you turn the paper. I mean, of course you're going to move the scissors, but you see I'm turning my paper to follow. It just makes it a little easier. Okay, so see, that's all done. So get that out of the way, and then I am going to adhere everything down. Have some Scotch Quick Dry. Oh, a lot came out of that one. That's going to go right there. And then my saucer. I'll clean up that glue, it'll dry clear anyways. My spoon. Ooh, a lot. Sometimes it gets plugged and I get the thing gets plugged and I get so used to like giving it a really good squeeze at first. I take some of that off. And then sometimes it comes out really super easy and I get a glob of it on there. Okay, my spoon, and then now my coffee carafe or whatever, percolator. Well, not a percolator. Oh shoot, you know what I forgot to do? Dang it. I need to cut out this little part right here. Let me do this off camera just really quick, okay? Sorry about that. So I give with the X-Acto knife, let me go ahead and show you what I'm doing. I give just like a slice in there, 2 slices to kind of just open it up a little bit. You'll see it. I push it out. Oh, you can't see right there, but just so my scissors would fit in. And then just go ahead and trim it out. Got to get that little piece out. Okay. So it's going to lay right over top like that. Perfect. Look at, isn't that adorable? Okay. And then I am just going to adhere my, oh wait, I have the Prima Chalk inks. This is Shabby Tote. And I should have done this first. I'm just going to run that along the edge. I messed up because I should have done it first before adding the ribbon. But it doesn't matter, I guess, because you don't see underneath the ribbon. And then we'll adhere this down. A lot of tape on there. Right down on the front. You know what? Okay, and then we will adhere this, which, darn it, I did put my ribbon over a little too far, but that's okay. I can't fix it now, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim my card down, just that mat, just a little bit, so I can get it as close still on that background as possible, which is not going to be a whole lot, but oh well, my boo-boo. And then I have some foam tape from the dollar store. So we're going to go ahead and put this on here. I should have fixed that ribbon. Well, on the other cards, I had thinner ribbon and I ran out. So for my card, I had to use a thicker ribbon. So I should have thought about that, but that's all right. Okay. We're going to just, doesn't look right. I'm totally bummed, but oh wow. Can't even scoot it in. Okay. So that's that. This would look, totally would have looked better if it was over here. I might try to fix it off camera, but we'll see. And then on the inside, I have my You're the Cream in My Coffee stamp from Scrappy Moms. I'm going to ink that up with VersaFine. Stamp it right there. And then I have these really cute little hearts from Printworks. And I'm going to take my red Writing Hood Red from Stampin' Up! And ink up my hearts and stamp them right underneath. And that's it. You're the cream in my coffee. Isn't that cute? It would have looked totally cuter if this was over, so I'm a little bummed. But I'll try to fix it right now. I'll see if I could peel that up. I don't know because I have that glued down. Ugh. Anyhow, there you go. Thanks for watching, and check us out at Your Paper Pantry. Bye.